What's up, guys? Batman Collector back again. Finally with the 1/6 scale Hot Toys Batgirl. Been looking forward to this piece for a very long time. In fact, I was just looking today at the first time that they announced this. It's been 3.5 years. So I'm really excited to have this. It seems like every time I order a Batgirl, whether it's this one or that one up there, it seems to just take forever for it to get here. So let's get it open. So the box here is just a typical window box, which is becoming more and more common with them. When you pull it out, this is what it looks like. Here you can see her little computer thing, grapnel gun, some hands with some really nice gold paint in there, and the figure itself. Alright, so here she is, fresh out of the box. I will say, be careful when you're taking her out, because the cape is actually tucked underneath here, and it's taped here. See this plastic bag? It's taped in the back, so you can't just pull her right out. You're gonna have to be careful. And I made a mess here. I spilled everything out all over the floor because it was taped, and I was trying to pull her out and everything just came tumbling out. So be careful when you're opening this. You can see they've got the little baggie still on the hair. So she is well packed. Just be careful when you're taking her out so you don't knock everything over like I just did. Alright, so I kind of got everything that I could find that I've spilt on the floor. And here you can see the accessories. It comes with kind of a smirking portrait, which I probably will use. It comes with this little tool, which I think just goes underneath the mask here. So you can pull out the other faceplate and replace it. Grapnel and a grapnel wire. It has two batarangs and pretty good set of hands, and like I said, this little matte piece, which I assume can go on her gauntlet. So just taking a look at the figure, it looks great. The quality is really, really nice, as usual on Hot Toys products. Here you can see they've got the little pin, the little bat pin. That is accurate. This is actually, believe it or not, more accurate than the Prime 1 piece. And here's why. See this yellow stripe that goes across her cape? Here you can see the hair. A lot of people don't like the hair. I don't know why you wouldn't like this. I think it looks great. The way that they have like a kind of a natural looking wave, the way it comes out of her cowl, looks great. Looks awesome. The cape appears to be two materials. You can see it better on camera than you can in person. But you can see here that, and I am a little concerned that this could peel over time, but I've never had an issue with that with any of my Hot Toys, including Bane over there, which is one you would think would do it. But I think if you take care of these and you don't screw with them too much and you have a good temperature in your room, I think you'll be all right for quite a long time. But anyway, they have this yellow stripe going across the cape, which is in the game. Ooh, you know what? Now that I think about it, you better not touch the hair too much because it will frizz up. And I know that's something that people complain about. So you don't want to touch it. You don't want to mess with that too much, or it probably will frizz up. But I would prefer that over sculpted, honestly. I just think the sculpted... when I buy these things, whether it's a statue or a Hot Toy, I just want it to look as realistic as possible. And I know people have problems with mixed media and everything. I think if mixed media is done correctly, like on this Joker that I just got, I would prefer it. It looks great. It looks wonderful. And that it looks the same to be here. This is great. The other thing, though, that I do want to talk about that I don't love about this piece is here. You can see the joints. It's weird that they decided to go kind of seamless up here with the suit, giving her like a cool, like all this looks great. It's a rubber suit, one piece. Then you get down here and they just decided, nah, screw it. Let's just have it look like a Barbie, and we'll have these horrible looking seams in here. I mean, I know some people prefer that. You're going to get better posability out of it for that reason. You don't have to worry about the suit degrading over time, but it's just an eyesore. If you're going to pay $250, $300 for an action figure, I don't want this, But, I mean, you could always try to find a pose where it's not as visible. But and the figure still looks great. It's beautiful. But that is my one negative I have to say for this piece. The cape is wired. There's some pretty strong wires in here. I'll have to find myself a good pose. But yeah, I've been waiting for this figure for almost 3.5 years. They announced this the same time that they announced Deathstroke. That Deathstroke, which I've had for a very long time. They announced her at the same time. And then they just kind of forgot about it. It disappeared. And I was so excited. I couldn't wait for them to put it up. And months and months and months went by. And my assumption was they canceled it. They just had to have canceled it. And then a year later, they just popped, oh, here's that Batgirl. Here's that Batgirl that like we told you about with Deathstroke and then like never put out. Here it is. And I was like, awesome. And I was so excited and I ordered it. And it took them 2 years from that time to get this thing out. So this has been a long time coming. Really excited to have this. You can see here in the boots, there's a joint. There's these separate right here. So you can get good articulation out of here. You know, there is a little bit of scuffing and battle damage to the bat here on the breastplate. Yeah, it's a nice looking figure for sure. Just gotta find a good pose. Let me play with this just a little bit. So I was trying to get it into like a hands on hip type pose. You can't quite get it there because of this. So it's whatever. It's not that big of a deal. The arm joints here are ratcheted. So you can get a pretty decent amount of posability out of there. The leg goes like way up, obviously. But, you know, it's at the cost of having that seam down there. And, whoop, the cost of this is not being able to get her arm to quite stay up all the way. But there are some pretty strong ratchets in the arms. And I wouldn't really want to keep it like this, or even like this, because this is seamless as well. And I wouldn't want to keep it like that forever, just because I don't want to crease the suit up, and I don't want this to start to tear or crack over time. So I'm going to have to find a completely different pose. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do here. So here you can see that's where the hole is, where you stick this little thing. And then... okay, they look very similar. But here you can see this one is definitely... alright, there we go. It pops right in, yeah. There we go. Yeah, that is better. I like that one better. Definitely going with that. Here I put her in a little bit of a pose. It's not great. Definitely need to work on it. Yeah, that does not look good, actually. Yeah. I'm not great at making poses. I'm more in it for just the look of the character and how much effort they put into it. These are like a soft rubber. These as well on the gauntlets. You don't have to worry about those snapping or breaking, so that's cool. Gotta say, aesthetically, it looks great. Looks great. If you can get a good pose, and I've seen some people on YouTube who are better at this than I am, who can get a good pose, this is a beautiful figure. Really, really nice. I definitely would recommend this figure. Batgirl, as you guys probably know from my other videos, is one of my favorites. I love Batgirl, especially this version. I just think this suit makes the most sense. It's absolutely my favorite suit of all the Batgirl suits by far. It just makes the most sense. I can't stand like the Burnside suit from the more recent comics. It looks ridiculous to me. Like if Batgirl were to go out and fight crime, especially alongside Batman and Robin, she would have a suit like this. And I love the gold. The gold in the cape looks great. It just looks wonderful. Really nicely done. The stitching is really good. Worried about this maybe peeling over time, but otherwise, and like I'm not a fan of the seam, like I said, but I love it. It's a great figure. So let me get this in the cabinet and see if I can find a decent pose. All right, so I fought with this thing for a while. I'm just not great at getting it into a pose, and that's not the fault of the figure. That's my fault. I just suck at getting into poses, so I'm gonna have to fight with this a little more. But I thought I would just give you a view of what it looks like with the Arkham Knight Batman. Looks great. Man, I've been waiting for this a long time. Like a long time. I can't even believe this thing is finally here. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this video. I know a lot of people aren't into the Hot Toys as much as maybe the statues, but I love Hot Toys. I think they're great. Sometimes I think their quality is actually sometimes better than a lot of the statues, just because they put a lot more detail into the mixed media and in the suits. And I just think they look wonderful. I love these things. Even being a statue collector, and I have quite a few now, I still love Hot Toys just as much. It's weird because a lot of people, it's like one or the other. It's like they sell all their Hot Toys and they buy a bunch of statues. I don't get that. Like, they're both great. I just think they're both wonderful. And if it looks good and if it's good quality, and this is good quality, I'm gonna buy it. You know. So anyway, guys. Oh, I'm tripping over my tumbler. That's not good. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Give you kind of a view of the whole Arkham. Man, it's really looking good. I do have the XE Batman suit on pre-order. I don't know where it's going to go because it's going to be huge. I'm hoping they make that Nightwing. To be honest with you, I don't think it's going to happen. Pretty sure it's going to get canceled. But if it does go up for pre-order, I will buy it. Because, as I've said many times before, I will buy anything Arkham related. Okay? Anyway, guys, thanks for checking out this video. Hope you enjoy it. I'm not sure what's coming next, to be honest with you. This was kind of a surprise. It kind of came out of nowhere. So I guess we'll see. Hopefully we'll see you soon. I'm going to try and do a room tour here maybe in the next few months. I would like to get a few more things in because right now the room is still kind of similar. You know, I've got some maybe different lighting and stuff in here, but otherwise it's kind of the same. So I would like to get a few more pieces before I do another full-blown room tour. But anyway, guys, till then, thanks for watching. See you later.